What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. It's your host, Billy here, and it's time to take it to the ring. So on this episode of WrestleCap, we're going to be reviewing NXT UK, one of my personal favorites. Love the wrestling they do over there. The guys are just hard-hitting, the girls are even harder. So the night starts off, we have AKid versus Sam Gradwell. Now, Gradwell is a pretty big guy. Your size difference. So Kid comes out first. He's hailing from Spain. Definitely a crowd favorite. I mean, they're just going nuts for the guy. He's a little bit on the smaller side, but definitely scrappy. He's a scrappy guy for sure. Then we have Sam Gradwell coming out next. He's in like a kind of punk camo. He's 225 and definitely the much bigger. AKid comes out first. Goes for like this waist lock, but he really can't do anything. Sam just kind of stouts out, sprawls out, and can't go anywhere. So Gradwell comes back, he gets this nice like arm drag takedown, puts the AKid down to the ground, like smashing him down with his knee, rubbing it in, just pretty dirty. After this, he jumps like straight to his feet. The crowd is chanting, "You look stupid." It's like they're just making fun of Gradwell. So he ends up landing this really nice side headlock takedown, but he can't hold it. I mean, Sam stands like straight up, literally just like goes into a press, this lateral press. But Kid's able to kick out pretty quick. He's still pretty fresh, and he jumps to his feet and gets up, stands out of it. Now, AKid's able to keep the pressure on the much bigger opponent. Does some flips, gets him tossed around. There's a suplex at one point, gets another headlock, but I mean, gosh, he really can't do a whole lot with it. So Sam starts to warm up at this point. He's just running around, working the whole ring, just tossing him around. Gets in the ref's face, you know, it's just kind of a mean fighter. AKid gets thrown into the corner. He's tossed down by Sam, and it makes it even worse. Just like pressing his foot down into his face, standing over him, just towering over AKid. AKid ends up getting twisted up. He gets Sam's ankle from that, throws him off, and he just like, it's great. I mean, such power. Then I think it was some of the meanest chops. I mean, Sam came down and hit AKid so hard, it sounded like a belly flop on the water. Probably the biggest chop I've seen since the Big Show. So Sam ends up folds up AKid. Looks like he's got this nice Boston crab lock, and he's sitting down, man. He's got this mean look on his face, like he's gonna poop on his back. It's pretty messed up. So AKid comes back. He's flying out of the ring, takes Sam down, and he goes down hard and kind of lands into the guardrail pretty hard. Then a huge crossbody from AKid. But Sam is able to kick out, and I'm just shocked. I mean, he got hit pretty hard, but boom, quick kick out. Barely even a 2 count. A huge clothesline to AKid. He gets turned inside out. He's just upside down, lays on his back. His feet are up, kicking like this. Doesn't even know where he's at there for a minute. Then he ends up, AKid comes back with this fantastic armbar takedown and works right into the submission. And it's just so smooth. The way he locks it in, it's just very well done, especially from the standing position like that. So Sam is just a beast, man. He stands up out of this lock, like armbar lock, slams AKid down, then goes right into this nice suplex, and AKid is just, he's hurt. So Sam is just, he does this brutal like spinning elbow, comes back, catches into the back of AKid's head as he's like going into the ropes. The two are outside of the ring at this point. AKid has like this body wrap from behind. They both kind of go land on the mat pretty hard or out on the floor. And man, you can just hear, it's not even a hollow sound, it's just like this smack on the floor. Thud, just a thud from two big guys getting laid out. So back in the ring, AKid eats another one of these spinning elbow, like back elbow hits, and then just this massive clothesline shoulder takedown, and AKid, he's down. I mean, he's not out somehow. It's fantastic. He's a tough guy. So AKid comes back, he gets another one of these arm bars and tries to lock it in. So Sam he tries to muscle his way out again, slam down. He slams him down, but AKid still doesn't let go. He still has his arm. And you can see the grimace on Sam's face. Like when he slammed him down and AKid didn't let go, it really kind of hurt him too. So AKid ends up getting the win by submission, and it was a really nice submission. As soon as he started rearing back on the arm, I mean, the bigger opponent, Sam, just tapped out immediately. He's like, get me out of here. I'm done, I want to go home. So backstage, we see Dragunov. He's talking about his new belt. He's looking good. He's got it over his shoulder. And he says he's ready for Rampage. He may have gotten jumped and knocked out by him last week in the middle of the ring, but hey, pain is what makes him. He says it's what makes him great. So we'll get to see them going up here. So, next up, Elena James. She's going up against Nina Samuel. Coming out first is Aleah. She hails from England, Aleah James. And she's peppy, you know. She has like this nice kind of pecky, perky, cute attitude. And then next out we have Nina Samuels. She comes out. She is a much bigger opponent. And on top of that, she's much more experienced. You know, James is still kind of new to NXT UK, but she's still tough. She has talent. She's there to fight. Tough girl. She ends up coming in from a really nice, great arm drag takedown from James, and then works right into a Hurricane Rana, throwing her across the room. It was really nice. She gets tossed outside of the ring, just trying to roll out to get a breath, but James is like, as she goes to get out of the ring, she ends up getting pulled down over the ropes, and Mia just chokes her out. She grabs her right by the head, pulls her down on the rope, like she's standing over James, like on her hair, and then pulling her arms up. And I'm not sure what this move is called. It was definitely kind of dirty, but I like it. It was a cool move. And then she goes right into a backbreaker to James, and she's just kind of taking it. So James takes like 3 backbreakers in a row, and she's just picking her up and then slamming her on this knee. James eats this one, and this one, and then this one. It's just such great power. So Nina goes right into like this scorpion move and just bends her over, and she starts smacking James with her own foot in the back of the head. She's bending her over backwards. It's like something you would do with your little brother or something like that. It's kind of funny. I'd never seen that done before, especially. James ends up eating the pole. I mean, she goes into it and then right into a German suplex. But James is able to reverse it and goes right into a pin, but you know, she's able to kick out pretty quick. James ends up getting thrown by her hair into the corner, reverses a powerbomb, rolls up Nina, and then gets a 3 count. And it was very well done. So backstage, we see Nova. He's gloating. He's got his cup. He's walking around, and he goes right up against Gradwell, just kind of rubbing in his face after the match, and like, haha, you lost. I'm the best. And just kind of being a dick, really. Then right after that, you see poor James. Right after her match, she gets attacked from behind by Adora and just like stomps her down. It's pretty mean, pretty brutal. She just kind of laughs and walks away. What are you gonna do? Just backstage. So next up, we have Saxton and Kenny Williams. So out first is, in this fight card, we have Saxton, and he's kind of like a grizzly man. I mean, he just kind of looks pretty tough. His hair is real long. He's got this big bushy beard. He's coming out in long pants, no shirt. Definitely looks like a tough guy. Followed by Kenny Williams. He comes from Scotland. A little bit of a smaller guy. His name is the Roach. You know, Saxton has at least 40 pounds. This is a pretty big difference. So Saxton comes out, and he's just showing off how strong he is, throwing Kenny around the ring. Big hits, big chops, big kicks, a couple suplexes here and there. And then Kenny tries to like land a few kicks here and there, but it's really not doing anything. I mean, the man's just standing there, stout, eating these kicks, and Kenny's like, I don't know what. So now Kenny he's fast, and he's a smart fighter. He's a smart wrestler for sure, and he's doing pretty well up against this much larger opponent. But every time he gets close, he just gets thrown. I mean, it's that simple. Saxton is just, at one point, he's keeping the pressure. He grabs Kenny by the neck, and he's picking him up and just like slamming him down over and over and over, making him look like a little rag doll punishing. And Kenny ends up getting thrown out of the ring. He gets back into the ring and this really sneaky spear to Saxton's leg. Just well placed and a smart move. Again, you know, up against a much bigger guy, go for the legs, try to take him down. And then a huge crossbody from Saxton, and Kenny is just out of the ring. He's just getting pummeled at this point. Kenny hides under the ring, and this is pretty funny. Like he rolls out of the ring, gets underneath him, he's hiding from him. And Saxton's stomping around all over the ring, trying to fight him, like all pissed off. And he comes up from behind him, sneaks up to him, and throws him right into the post. And he follows up with a takedown and gets a win. It was really sneaky, but hey, a win's a win. Never seen that. I mean, I guess he earned his nickname, the Cockroach. He went right underneath the ring, hit up, and snuck up behind him. But I mean, yeah, it was a win up against a much larger opponent and much stronger. So do what you have to. Be smart. So next up, we have a tag team match. We have Mark Coffey and Wolfgang versus Ronan Raja and tioman. So Coffey and Wolfgang, they're out first. They go up, and they're both big guys. Followed up by Raja and tioman. They come out, you know, they're a good team. They kind of come out, they have a neat outfit, you know, it's gonna be a beast of a match. So Wolfgang and Raja, they go off first. They're coming out representing their teams. Just a nice hard lock up, and Wolfgang is out with just like this big strike, just laying Raja down. He just gets flattened. Breath's knocked out of him. He takes him a couple minutes to just kind of get his senses back. And then Coffey's in real quick. I mean, pretty tags right out, comes right back in, gets this nice arm bar. He's like, I want a piece of him too. So he starts tearing up Raja. Let's go, but just kind of playing with his food like a cat or something. And then Wolfgang's back in. He's up against tioman. And the two just do like this great tag team work. They work down Wolfgang. I mean, they're trying to get a cover, but he's able to get out. Just some great tag team work from them. And then Coffey and Wolfgang, in my opinion, I think they were a much better tag team. They were able to keep the pace throughout the entire match, keep control, work back and forth really well. tioman, he comes in with this nice drop kick off the post to Coffey. Coffey kind of takes it, but he's a tough guy himself. So Coffey gets worked by the pair. He ends up in the wrong corner, just getting whooped up on. They're punching, they're kicking, they're tagging back and forth, slamming him back and down, just tearing this poor guy's butt up. Finally, he's trying to get over to his corner for a tag out, but he's not able to. He kind of does this like big leaping tag, and Wolfgang, he comes in. He's coming in hard. But, you know, he's out for a sec, ends up getting kicked off the apron. And, you know, poor Coffey, he's back in the ring all by himself again. So finally, he comes in fresh and just clears house. I mean, he's throwing one guy this way, he's throwing another guy this way, big chops, big massive clothesline. He ends up working Raja all by himself and just putting the guy to work. Now Raja comes back and he's riding a real close line. He's working it, he gets a little bit too close to the bigger guy and goes flying. I mean, he's just up by the lights and goes across the ring. Wolfgang then comes back with this big frog splash, and somehow, I don't know how, but Raja kicks out and finds a breath somehow, some way. So Wolfgang ends up going to the top post again for another frog splash, but you know, nobody's home, and he's able to get out of the way real quick, tioman, and wow, it's just a big miss, and the big guy felt it. They got Raja and tioman, great tag team DDT slam to Wolfgang, and it took the both of them to try to do this. Wolfgang comes back with a double clothesline, just grabs the both of them off the ropes and lays them down. Then we have Charlie Depson. He comes out from backstage out of nowhere. He's a personal favorite of mine. He's only had 2 matches so far in NXT UK, but he has a lot of talent, a lot of skill. He's going to be an up-and-comer and somebody to keep an eye on. So he interrupts the match. He kind of throws Coffey off. Wolfgang's in there all by himself. He ends up getting pinned, and they get the win. Raja ends up taking them down, and you know, they all kind of jump in there at the same time. It doesn't stop. You know, you have Raja, tioman, and Charlie Benson in the ring, just beating up on Coffey and Wolfgang. They're just getting this beat down. They're throwing each other around. They're trying to fight back as best as they can. But I mean, Denson's fresh, and Raja's not a wuss. He's just laying house too. Charlie Denson's going to be a part of the one. I think it's the One Eye team now. He teamed up with them. After, you know, the Coffey and Wolfgang and even Matt Coffey, his brother, they took him out to it. I don't think it's his brother. I know they're related, but they were out. They're laying there, and the 3 of them are just like, hey. All right, here at Take It to the Ring, we like to give every fight card a fight card rating. So we have 5 for Fight Forever, 4, this is awesome, 3, you still got it, and then 2's what, and then you got 1 is boring. I think this was a pretty good match. Not the best UK match, but it was definitely a very good episode. I would give it a 3 for You Still Got It. Definitely check it out. It was a good match. The tag team at the end was a lot of back and forth. It was I feel like it was a disqualification, but you know, Denson didn't go in there and he waited till the end of the match. But all in all, it was a good episode. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. You are amazing. If you like what you see here, please take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. And for more WrestleCap videos like this, make sure you click on that link there below. And until next time, it's Billy here, and don't stop believing.